Hey, shalom, shalom, family. Giving all praise to the Most High. Just coming on for very, very quick. Hope everyone is doing well. Just want to say hallelujah. Finna Garrett next month, May 10th. That's the date that we're shooting for. But we're definitely gonna launch in May. TFGA, Transforming the Future Generation Academy, online academy will be taking off, and we'll be teaching our youth ages 5 to 18. And anyone, right? A lot of people asking me, how can they get on, right? If you have ordered the Truth You Value on board game, you're already in. Just go in and sign up your child, ages from 5 to 18. Now, listen, if you baby between 5 and 10, you got to hurry up and sign up, man. Right now, we already got like 50 people already signed up for them. And I'm basically going to probably close out 5 through 10 for right now, unless it get to the point we get another group. Because we got 2 times. We got a time from 6:30 Eastern, and then another time at 9:30, just pleasing the people. At 9:30 to be like 6 o'clock or 6:30 over in California, things like that. We'll be doing that as well to please the customers that's over in that area, or any different times around the world. Because again, we in all 50 states, hallelujah for that, and we different countries. So we want to make sure we give everybody opportunity to get in. If not this semester, for the part 1, it'll be another one they'll be able to get in. But again, you'll be getting in for free when it comes to this, right? For right now, it's a limited time to get in for free if you got the Truth You Value on board game. For registration, right? For registration and for the actual courses, everything right now is free. We know in a minute it'll be changed, and I'll be charging for registration coming in and things like that. But for right now, everything is free if you got a Truth You Value on board game. And the exciting thing about it is, anybody that's inside this program, they're literally going to be having the Truth You board game. There's no other way around it. I'm not going to have it where anybody just can come in. The reason is because I want to build with people that's for the kingdom, or seeking the kingdom, or teaching their children about the kingdom. Because the way I teach, I'm always going to talk about the Most High. I teach different kids already, and then a lot of parents, it always have me, I would say, when I'm teaching somebody, I don't know if they into the word of the Most High, or at least not into all the other stuff. They can talk about God and things like that, but again, you off. You don't understand, and I can't come and talk the way I want to talk. As far as when it comes to the Most High, I feel like I'm in bondage. I can't really teach the way I want to teach, because I'm always give an example about that word. Because I don't care what you're going on right now in your life, it's something in that word that you can go and bring out for more understanding, right? And one thing the Most High was showing me, and I'm glad this is basically what sets you apart. What sets my academy apart is because I'm going to really be targeting people, or people that's really going to my academy. I feel they're seeking the Most High. Why get the Truth You Value on board game if you're not doing that? If you're not sitting down with your family, you yourself is not trying to get more knowledge of the Most High, or get into the Word. Because guess what? The Truth You Value on board game, every card you pull, this whole game is designed, right? This tool, I'm not even calling the game, this tool is designed to get you to the Word of the Most High. You have to use the Word. It ain't no game designed when I'm just telling you something. Everything here is nothing opinionated, because everything comes from the Word. You got to use the Bible to answer any one of the questions inside of the Truth You Value on board game, right? So that's one of the exciting things that sets me apart from anybody else when it comes to that, because I don't care who you are. I can teach you the most things about life skills, because I'll be teaching and focus on life skills and entrepreneurship. You see all these books and stuff behind me. A lot of people, again, I do very well when it comes to what I do when it comes to business and helping other people plan their business. I do very well at that. But you can do all this when you have the Most High. It's nothing. All this stuff is vanity, right? And in the book of Ecclesiastes, it talks about it as well. I love the book of Ecclesiastes as well, which we'll be going over different things inside that as well with the children. But the focus, like I said again, is that one of the things that I want to be able to not be censored when it comes to the Most High. And I ain't going to do that. So this is what one of the things, like, hey, the Most High blessed me to create the Truth You Value on board game and still keep my vision when it comes to the academy. Now I can bring in everybody. I call it the Truth You community. Everyone who's inside the Truth You community, I can bring in. We can be able to build their children. Because it's a lot of people that I have talked to on the side, like, hey, can you teach my son or my daughter more of the Bible? Because I like how you break down and talk with them. Because a lot of people can talk. Well, a lot of people know how to teach. But again, a lot of people know, even if you don't actually know how to verbally teach, what you got to get better at that when you have children, as long as your actions line up. Even when I'm talking to your daughter or your son, it'll make sense. Because I can be able to say, well, you remember, mommy and daddy do this. And they looking, if they start looking like, huh, what you, they be still around here clowning. It's like, oh, so like I let people know I do examples like that. You got to make sure that you're doing what you got to be doing as well, because again, we'll be teaching just, a lot of people say, love your mother and your father, right? But again, a lot of children are not doing it. A lot of children are not taught right. These are different things we'll be bringing out, making sure kids understand how to be self-managed in the household and things like that. And we're bringing things out in the word. But that'll be the base of just life skills. And then we'll be going to entrepreneurship and things like that. And I'll be having different people come on talking about, especially when it gets to high school, because each person, each age group will be different. So I won't have 14 to 18 in the same class as the 5-year-old. I won't do that, because I'll be talking on different levels with each person. 14, 18, hey, they got 18, they about to get out of school. The other person, ninth grade or whatnot, and they're gonna be on the way to college or whatever they have going on. So, and they are already older, like, hey, you can't tell me nothing. So I'll be coming real direct and different when it comes to them, and I'll be having different people come on talking about SAT and different things like that, because no matter what, we gotta walk this thing out in spirit and in truth. But it's our baby still gotta understand what's going on out here as far as how to take an SAT, how to pass the SAT, And again, even if I'm not truly speaking on it, because there's a strategy to everything. I did very well on SAT, but again, I had a tutor, and Ms. Mudd, shout out to Ms. Mudd. She probably never gonna see this video, but she taught me the strategy of it. Not just, hey, do you know how to do this, but it's like, hey, listen, it's 10, 12 questions in this column. You got to make sure you know this. It's a strategy to everything, and this is what y'all willing will be bringing all this stuff up to the children. You get in third grade. Now when you're in third grade, they're trying to do, ain't no trying, they're holding kids back. My wife is a teacher, so that'd be even more background. My wife would be doing different things, making sure that I'm on point, bringing different things to the children when it comes to academics, especially for the elementary, because people don't know your child can definitely get held back in third grade. And and get what though? It's not saying they're trying to do it, but these tests is different now. They got to understand how to take the test. Their attention span got to be even better. We can't keep saying, our baby attention span not that well. Man, they got 100 questions, 60 questions on there. You got to test them. You got to read and comprehend to understand how to get back to it. So now we got to teach our babies how to read, but then lock in something. You got to have something in your head like, hey, this sounds very important. I got to keep this. I got to make sure, I got to underline this and make sure to come back to this. Or if they say this more than one time, I got to really remember this. Okay, how to take a test when it's 4 questions. And I like taking tests that's 100 questions or 50 questions, and then taking a test that's 4 or 5 questions, because you miss one, you basically can't miss more than one when it comes to that, and this is how, when you get in high school, or college, this is how a lot of tests come. You basically get 10 pages or 20 pages, 30 pages, and you got 3-4 questions. And you're like, oh, whoa. And it may be something so small that they mention that you like, well, they ain't important. You got to really understand how to comprehend when things are going on. This was going on even with the word. We got a lot of parents out here teaching their children, or even so-called mores coming teaching, and they can't even comprehend. The word is saying this, but you can't comprehend. It's not that, oh, everybody take it a different way. No, you cannot comprehend who's being spoken to in this moment, or what's going on. You want to start in chapter 20, but you got to understand, hey, it's 19 more chapters before this. But these are just different things that I'm just speaking out loud. But again, Transform the Future Generation Academy is we got core values. It's just so much that's going on when it comes to TFGA. And again, anybody that does sign up, that will be getting a syllabus, a separate syllabus that comes that you will have to sign, because I'm not going to have any disrespect when it comes to my academy. It'll be different people on different students, different races on, right? And I'm just letting it be known, will not be no disrespect, because again, we just here to make sure that it's that we teaching, because again, we gotta be the light. We're gonna teach about the Most High, definitely, and we're gonna be dealing with life skills and different things like that, because a lot of people are keeping their children so in a box from the world, but then they go out here and get released. They don't know what's going on. They don't understand how to handle themselves. I'm working with it's some people that I grew up with that's law enforcement. We've been breaking bread. I'm picking a brain. If I want to bring on my students, how can you break down and talk about different things? Because some stuff gonna happen. It's gonna just happen. But what are different things and strategy we need to know? What laws that we need to know? That's very, very important for us to know. I'll be teaching the kids even about knowing the law. But just because you know the law, don't go and provoke somebody because you know the law. It's just good for you to know it. We have to know these things. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I got my first ticket, I got a ticket for speeding. It was a police officer on the right side of the road and I didn't slow up. I didn't get over to the left or slow up more than 25 miles per hour. Then slow down to at least 20 miles per hour, right? And when they jumped behind me, I say, what's going on? I wasn't speeding. The speed limit was like 7. I was going like, say, 45, 50. And, oh, well, you didn't slow down. I say, well, I didn't know that. They say, that's on you to know. They gave me a ticket. And I'm letting everybody know, hey, listen, who do to the end, the same shall be saved. But get what, though? You going to still get your stripes when it comes to the Most High. Just because you don't know, you don't want to open his word and get an understanding of the Most High, how to please him and love him. Hey, that's going to be on you. Everybody want to keep playing with that grace and mercy because they want to take their time to go read, to go understand, but want to talk with all this. Again, you have zeal to say they have zeal, but not according to knowledge. There's a lot of people out here got zeal, but not according to knowledge. It's some people that actually can read the law and understand, not even understand it, but just can read, know it's there, but don't understand what it's talking about. So they have a zeal to go out here and say, you got to do this. But the person asking why, oh, because the Most High said so. Hey, hold on. Okay, that's real. But again, I'm just want to get more understanding. And a lot of people are afraid to, this will let kids know, they're afraid to say they don't know. All this is going to be brought out. It's in some way, some way, somehow it's going to be brought out when I'm teaching these children. But again, if you want to sign up to TFGA, Transforming the Future Generation Academy, go to our website, ttfga.com, and type in, and hit the parent application. Remember, you have to have the Truth Y'all Value on board game. All right, because get what though, you got to be getting closer to the Most High. Bottom line, this is one of the tools that Yah has allowed me to create. The Most High allowed me to create. And again, if you already have it, I'm not one of the ones that people have bought something in the past and then they start throwing out promotions and the person can't take advantage of it. I'm just not like that. You know, it's like, man, even when I start doing it, they're like, you gonna open up to anybody? Some people on the team, we were talking about different ways of marketing and letting people know. I'm like, I don't care if they bought it last year. If they get that email, they're gonna have an opportunity to sign their children up. It's just, you just can't not be slack. I'm telling you, do not be slack. We have a lot of people that purchase the Truth Y'all Value and board game, and people that purchase it daily. Somebody gonna purchase it right now after they hit it. So y'all want to get in ASAP, get the board game, or at least sign up. Bottom line, even if you end up signing up and then don't end up coming, you at least save your spot. But I have certain things. Hey, I'll be having attendance. And after like 2 weeks, the person haven't got on, I'll just cancel them unless an email has came. Because I'm big on communication, which the kids will know as well. Communication is key. Communication is key. But it's just so much. I don't want to get too much going. I just want to let everybody know, if you have ordered the Truth Y'all Value on board game, go to ttfga.com to register your child for our online classes, ages 5 through 18. Or you can go to even go to truthyah.com and you will see a tab that says TTFGA Academy, and you can click that, and it will put you onto my academy page. So again, we're gonna do things different. We're gonna do things in order with integrity. It's nothing sloppy. I'm big on integrity. I'm big on doing business, doing good business, set apart business with integrity, which is a whole beast in itself when it comes to doing business with integrity. Because the business that we study, they don't have any integrity. So you got to be able to look at that business, see what's good in this business, or how do they do this, or how do they market? But then you got to make sure that it aligns with what you got going on. It don't have to have a scripture in it or whatnot. You got to just make sure whatever you're saying needs to have integrity. You got to make sure that when you have good intentions, when it goes into teaching, or whoever you're teaching. Because if your mind just stuck on this, listen, the money gonna come. If your mind just stuck on that, that's why people, the knowledge you got, Jamil, that you can show your numbers when it comes to business. You should, man, listen, I just want to get people that want to learn about the Most High. I want to get people that's teaching their kids the future. Listen, the next generation, that's our future. I got a baby on the way. I got my firstborn on the way. I'd rather be like, hey man, I want to move to California. I want to move to Chicago. Well, you know, your daddy done sold like 10 million games in the Chicago area. Let me see what's around there, because I done taught a lot of students. Maybe they can go up there and get with people that understand this truth and want to walk the Most High, instead of going there and get with hoodlums or anybody or heathens, anybody that's against the Most High. So this is just so much why I'm doing this. And again, I'm just real big on just coming together. It's gonna be a remnant. So I know it's gonna be a remnant. Everybody not gonna sign up. Everybody don't like me. Who is that guy talking about teaching? The game is beautiful, but I ain't let this boy teach my children, and it's all good. Because I know what I bring to the table. I know what the Most High has put in me that can help me bring out different things in other children. I may can be that water to that seed that you have planted to your baby, but they got to hear from somebody else that's in this truth. So, hey, I just want to just say, shalom, family. All praise to stay in that word, stay enduring. Hey, keep that faith up. Shalom, family.